Good day! Welcome back to my channel. For today's lesson, you will going to learn how to differentiate expression from equation. Second, translate verbal expression and equation into algebraic expression and equation, and vice versa. Lastly, identify a variable in algebraic expression and equation. Let us have our brain exercise. Is this algebraic equation? Is this algebraic equation? Is this algebraic expression? What is the difference of algebraic equation and expression? Let us discuss the difference between expression and equation. In algebraic expression, it is a mathematical phrase. For example, we have the sum of 4 and a number. As we can see, this is not a complete sentence. Algebraic expression has no equal sign. And last, the value of letter or symbol can be changed. While algebraic equation is a mathematical sentence. For example, we have the sum of 4 and a number is 7. Algebraic equation has equal sign. And last, the value of letter or symbol can't be changed. Wonderful! Now that you know the differences, let's move on to parts of algebraic expression. The first one is variable. The variable is any letter or symbol that represent a number. The next one is the coefficient. The coefficient is the constant value used with the variable. It is the factor or the number being multiplied to a variable. We can always find coefficient before variable. The next one is the constant. The constant is the fixed value that does not change. And lastly, we have the term. The term is a number or a variable, a product or quotient of a number and variables, separated by plus or minus sign. Now that you already know the parts and the differences between equation and expression, let us go and translate some verbal expressions. Here, we have a number plus 3. First one that you need to know is what is the missing here. The missing here is a number. This means that we are going to represent it by a variable. Now let's identify which are the variable, coefficient, constant, and the number of terms here in our given algebraic expression. The variable here is letter, which is m. Next one, let's take a look for the coefficient. Again, the coefficient is the number that we see before the variable. As we can see, there is no number before a variable, but it doesn't mean that we do not have a coefficient. Remember that a coefficient is a factor or a number multiplied to a variable. All variables do not have a number beforehand has a coefficient of 1, because it means 1 times m, which is equal m. So the coefficient here is 1. The constant here is 3. And let us count the number of terms. Since the algebraic expression is separated by a plus sign or addition, our terms here are m and 3. So we have 2 terms. Let's have another example. Next one, we have a number minus 10. Again, we have here a number which can be represented by a variable. So let us say letter Y. Our next keyword here is the word minus, which represents subtractions, and there is 10. So that is Y minus 10. Now let's identify the variable here. Again, our variable is the letter which is Y. And now let's take a look for the coefficient. Since there is no number before our variable here, therefore, the coefficient here is 1. Next one is the constant. The constant here is negative 10. Now let us count the number of terms. So we have here minus that separates the term. So we have Y and 10. So that is 2 terms. Alright, let's go to our next example. This time we have a number times 2. Again, we have here the missing value which is a number. So now let's represent it by a letter. Let us say letter N. 2 in an algebraic expression, we do not use the multiplication sign as it confuses us into a variable x. Instead of using the multiplication sign, we just simply combine the number and the variable. So that would be 2n. Now let us identify the variable here is the letter n, while the coefficient is 2 as it is the number before the variable. Next one is the constant. As we can see, we do not have a constant here. Well, the number of terms, since there is no addition or subtraction that separates the term, we only have one term. An algebraic expression, or simply an expression, is a meaningful combination of numbers, variables, and operation symbols. Example, 2y plus 5. An algebraic equation, or simply an expression, is a meaningful combination of numbers, variables, and operation symbol. Example, 2y plus 5 equals 30. Just don't forget this part.